I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, woo, can dance all night long. I can't help it.
What is up? Welcome back. It is your favorite moto vlogger back with another video. And like you heard my man Ric Flair say in the drop, I can't help it. I'm custom made, and that's gonna lead me right into our segment today. By the way, is that not one of the dopest drops ever? All my Ric Flair fans, drop me some in the comments below. But that's gonna lead me right to the subject of today's video. Man, you see I'm in the garage. We're gonna start the customization of the 24 Road Glide behind me. So we're not gonna waste any time, man. Let's get that money. Yes, sir, and I'm in the garage, my favorite place to be. And to all you who are new to the channel, this is the 2024 Road Glide right here. And you see it is pretty much stripped all the way down. Got parts out for powder coat. We've got things that we're gonna do, cool customizations that we're gonna do to the bike. So everything's all ripped apart. But we're gonna start here today with a cool mod that I think every Harley Davidson motorcycle should have. So guys, let's talk about it. When you start off the customization of the bike, I think this is one of the most important ones. So fellas, today I think that we're gonna change the grips out. I'm gonna show you guys how to change these out real quick and easy like an absolute pro. These are gonna be one of the best things that can get you started on your customization. First off, I gotta give a shout out to Harley Davidson, man. These are some of the best stock grips on the 24 Road Glide, the Street Glide right here, man. Absolutely loving the way they did these. Have no problem with these, except guys, I'm custom made, so I gotta get these babies off. These are the grips I'm gonna go with out there, fellas. These are the Arlen Ness diamond cut grips right there. I'm gonna get them out and show you how they look. But I went with these and chose these grips because I think it is gonna give the bike that performance bagger, mean, sleek look that I'm going for. Here we go, man. I'm so excited, man. These are the grips right there. And you see those deep grooves with the diamond cut right there. I think that is gonna absolutely blaze. One thing that I really like, you see on the tips right there, you see the Arlen Ness symbol and the name on the tip. Loving that. So man, I'm gonna get these on and see how they look. Let me know in the comments below if you like these grips. Really loving it, and actually they are pretty comfortable too. They've got nice soft tips on there, so they're actually comfortable on my hands. Let's get these things installed. As always, I like to show you the parts and the tools you're gonna need for the job. And as you see right here, we're gonna start with the throttle side. You can see that's different from the other because it's got the long extended head on there for the throttle. And then you guys are gonna need the socket. Also, you're gonna need a T20 right there. And you see that's a star. And then you're also gonna need the T27 right there. And also that is the star. Man, before you start wrenching on your bike, you should always understand the principles of what you're doing. So let me go over it with you real quick. Now guys, we're gonna take these grips off, and what are holding these grips on are the hand controls right here. And we're gonna just take that bolt there, and the backside off. And then we're gonna have this exposed. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. There's a few more things we need to do, but let's knock it out real quick. Yes, sir. Before you start any job where you're gonna do any type of bolts or taking anything off the front end of your bike, you always wanna cover the tank. And I also cover up the body back here as far as I can get back out of the way to make sure if anything drops, any bolts or anything drop, they won't mess up the tank. Just another tip for you. Fellas, so you see I've already taken off those T27s, and that is gonna release this right here. You see that's all released and ready to go. So I'm just gonna sit that on the bag underneath right there. You guys see, just sitting that on the bag. And that's why you put something over top of your tank cover or anything like that, so you can sit that there and it won't scratch up anything. Now I'm gonna take those T20s right here. Let me show you real quick. It's just gonna be the T20. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna knock these back screws off right here. This one, and as you see right there below, hope you get a good view of that. The camera looks awesome, so I think you guys see that. So I'm gonna take those T20s and knock this off. That piece off. Now these two T20s right here, you see they don't come all the way out, so don't run them all the way out. Just run them enough to get that off, and you'll see that bracket came off and everything right there is exposed. Let's keep going. man, we are rocking and rolling, getting this thing knocked out. Now, you guys see there are 2 pins, and this you get a really close up on that. You see these 2 connectors right here. The long one goes to the top, the short one goes to the bottom. We're just gonna disconnect both of those so we can get the whole thing off and replace this grip real quick. So let's get it off. Is going absolutely smooth. Now we're almost done. We've got both of the connectors out, and there is a little clip right here, guys, that you're just gonna pull. You see this little lip right here? Just gonna pull that lip out, and you'll hear it snap. See how I pulled that clip out right there? And you see how everything just disassembles and is ready to rock and roll. And just like that, I've got everything all tucked back in there nice and neat. The grip looks really good. Let me grab it and make sure that the throttle kicks back. Guys, see that kicks back, and that looks really good. Let me swing around to the other side. Now all we're gonna do is just go in reverse. We're gonna hook those 2 connectors back in there, and then we're gonna push this clip that clips back on when we're done with that, and then we're gonna put all the screws back in and tighten everything up nice and neat. And here is the finished product right there, man. I think that looks so good. Gives it that mean look, man. Absolutely loving it right there. I'm gonna swing on the other side to the clutch side. You guys can check that one out as well. And that looks really good. Now I'm gonna hold up the stock one to that just to give you guys an idea. And again, these stock ones are really good, but absolutely love the design of that. So let's check it out from the other side. You can really get a good view of just how dope those things really are, man. They are super comfortable. Those diamond grips are actually rubber moldings that feel really good on your hands when you grip it. Now I'm gonna grab the stock one and just compare the 2. And again, man, Harley Davidson made a hell of a grip right here, but I had to go custom, guys. Let me know what you think about the upgrade. Everybody should upgrade those grips, man. I got more customizations coming your way, so I'm fired up today, man. Let's get it done. Yeah, no doubt. Man, I got Trev in the house, man. First off, want to say we appreciate everybody watching the video, man. They would love the video, man.
Hey, we really appreciate y'all. Thanks for all the likes, the comments.
Yeah.
You know, it was a long process.
Yeah, it was.
You know, it took us some months, but I worked the deal. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you work the deal for you, not for them.
Guys, now I will say some people in the comments said, man, we wanted to know what he paid for the bike and what's a fair price for the bike. So Trev, man, can you kind of give them an idea of what you paid for the bike?
So I got the bike in the low 20s.
That's right. Thank you. Yes,
I mean, roughly that was a hell of a price that they gave me.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, decent interest rate. My payments are very reasonable.
And definitely, man, you gotta tell these cats, man, when you dealing with Harley Davidson, watch the interest rate, because that's where they get you at right there. We got him at a low interest rate with great payments that he can handle, and it's so dope, man. Guys don't understand, there's so many people that's got bikes and they paying $700-800, even up above that per month. That's not sustainable, man. So definitely, Trev, let them know, man, the importance of watching for that interest rate, though.
Watch your interest rates. That is a key factor. Even if you don't want to go with Harley, the best thing I can tell you to do is go to the credit union.
Yeah.
They will give you the best rate there is.
Okay.
Better than Harley.
Let me show them one more time. And what you think about these grips, Trev, man? These motherfuckers is dope right here. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I just put these on just a few minutes ago. They super comfortable. I was telling everybody that they super comfortable, super grippy. What do you think about the grip on there?
Oh yeah, it's nice and comfortable. Yeah. It's real grippy.
Yeah, nice. So definitely I'm gonna do a test run when we get the bike together, but right now, so far, they look really good, man. Me and Trev just in the garage about to crack one and have a nice little Friday night chill, man. Let's jump into the next upgrade. Now check out the console right here. This is the 24 console for the Road Glide. I actually like that right there with the Harley symbol right there. But guys, know I am ready to customize the bike. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. And you see right there the honeycombs right there with the dark blue. I absolutely love that. Now guys, we've already picked the name for the Name My Bike contest, and this is kind of gonna go into the flow of what it is. So gonna knock this out and put it in. By the way, leave me something in the comments below. Let me know if you guys like this insert, but I'm gonna show you how to knock this out super quick. All right, fellas, so we already know that that insert right here on the inside is just attached with double-sided tape, and a way to get that off super quick and super easy is to use a hair dryer. So I'm just gonna take my hair dryer right here. I'm gonna heat this baby up, and then we're gonna strip that thing right off. Let's get after it. Sir, man, it is going super easy right here. All I'm doing is heating it up. You guys see that right there? And it's starting to peel off right there at the top, coming off. And I'm not damaging the insert, so if I want to use it again, it'll be free to use again, but it's almost there. Really want to take my time and just pull it off slow. Guys, I'm gonna knock this out real quick. I'll be right back. Yes, sir, and got that console cover off. Now I'm about to go ahead and prep it and get it ready for the double-sided tape. So all I'm gonna do is use, of course, my 70% alcohol and gonna go with a cotton swab. So we're gonna do this in live time while you guys are here. Just gonna take some of this. It is super easy, and this is always the best way. Is if you want something adhered, you gotta prepare the surface. So you guys just see I'm wiping it off with the alcohol. All right, man, back at you and got everything all set up. And let me show you again what we did. All we did was prep the surface with that alcohol, and I'm just gonna lay it on a flat surface like you guys see right here. It's kind of flat right here. Make sure everything is all in there. And you're just gonna take the back side of your double-sided tape off. Now you wanna do a couple runs of this first to make sure it's fitted correctly. So I'm gonna get it in there. I'm gonna do a couple runs and make sure everything looks good. I think that's gonna look good before you pull that tape off and adhere it. But I think that's gonna look awesome. And then after that, we're gonna shine this thing up. But let me go ahead and pull this off and see if we can get this thing to stick in there. Oh yes, sir, I am absolutely loving it. This is the finished product right there. Guys, that looks so good. Let me spin it around so you can see it a little bit more in the light. Lovely, actually brought out a nice pop, and it says custom. Let's take it over to the bike and let's see how it's gonna look. Gonna kind of mock it up real quick there, and you see from there, looks really good. Love the honeycombs in there. Interested to know what you guys think. I thought it brought a little bit of more flair to the bike, gives it more of a custom look. I like how it goes. It's a little bit darker blue here, but really, can you tell the difference, guys? I think it's gonna blend in really nice. Interested to know what you think in the comments below. All right, it is time to continue the upgrade series, and hopefully this is helping you out and give you some ideas what you can do to your bike to make it your own. Now, the next upgrade I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Shark Rope Pipes for hooking me up with these sweet, and I actually like these, pretty sweet slip-ons, and they sound really good. If you've been watching the show, you've heard them quite a few times. But over the course of a year or so, guys, you see they're getting a little bit of wear and tear on the tips, and things are getting a little bit rough. I'm gonna show you how to redo your pipes, whether they're slip-ons or true exhaust. I'm gonna show you how to recoat them, make them look showroom finish. Let's go. So let's jump right in and see all of the tools and preparation that we need. First thing I want to say, when you are doing a project like this, preparation and getting the surface ready to take the paint is the most crucial part. So in order to do that, you see I've already scuffed this up with some steel wool. That's why it looks like this, guys, already. And then I'm gonna come right back, and you're gonna need some 180. You can go 180 to, I believe, 220 on the sandpaper. I'm gonna use 180 just to be safe, and it is gonna scuff the surface and get it ready to accept that paint. Now, once we get the surface ready, I'm gonna use a degreaser. In this case, I'm gonna use Goo go on right there, degrease everything and clean it and get it all prepped up and ready for paint. Then I'm gonna go through it one more time. I'm gonna hit it one more time with the sandpaper. It's gonna be a real light finish right there. And then I'm gonna come right back and degrease again. And then we're gonna step into a new product that we're gonna use. And right there you see it is the Raptor 1K flame proof right there, and it resists up to 2,000 degrees. Now you see a picture of the manifolds on there, so you know it is exactly for pipes, manifolds, and all that. So it should cover this nicely and evenly. Like I say, it is up to 2,000 degrees, so it can withstand the heat that the pipes are gonna kick out. All right, so we're gonna get started. I've got my 180 grit sandpaper and I'm just gonna fold it up so I can go across. You see I've got it in my hands like that. Now, as I do this, I'm gonna have a cloth and I'm gonna continue to wipe that so I can keep the dust off and I can really scuff up the surface. Scuffing up this surface with this sandpaper is like an adhesion promoter, and it is gonna help the paint stick to it and really cure nicely when it dries. So that is why I say, guys, the preparation is the most important part. So I'm gonna start a couple swipes, and you see right there, I am just going, let me adjust the camera so you guys can really see what I'm doing. And as you see, I'm just coming across and I'm gonna go in the same motion and I'm just trying to scuff it up. I'm not really trying to go too crazy with it, just trying to scuff up the surface so that we can get a smooth surface that'll be ready to accept the paint. Exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna grab the camera right here and you can see right here, there is a little bit of wear and tear right there. I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna go across. And you see how that is smoothing that out. That is gonna be able to make the paint cover, and really you won't be able to see that scuff there at all if you do this properly. All right, fellas, so you can see that right there. Now, it was scratched up and it was digging and protruding out. Now, I've smoothed that out and you can see, man, it is super smooth and it should cover over and you should not be able to see that, and they're gonna look like brand new pipes. So I'm gonna finish this baby up and we're gonna try to get a coat on in just a few minutes. I've got some VHT primer on here, and this is that flame proof primer, and I'm gonna go ahead and just hit it with a few spots. You see it's just lightly on there just to cover up some of the spots so that I can get a smooth cover over. All right, fellas, so I've got everything all set up. I'm gonna hit it with a couple sprays for that very first coat, and I'm just gonna go super light, and as you can see, I'm just going in a straight line, super light, and I'm barely touching it, just enough to make contact, cover the primer. Very light over the top. I'm gonna start over here on this side, and it's just very light for that very first run of it. You do not wanna go super heavy, just a light touch to cover everything over. So let's zoom in on them, and you see the pipes right there, and I'm hitting it super light. You can still see some of the primer in there, and I just wanted to get this very first coat on there, and we're gonna hit a couple more coats. You guys can just see it is a quick spray right across, just like that. Super easy in one direction, just to get it nice and evenly coat on there. And then again, fellas, I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna hit it with another pass. Man, this is the second coat, and you can see, man, it is really starting to cover up nicely. I'm gonna get real close because I want you out there to see just how this is covering up. Now, I went with that matte finish because it's gonna definitely keep and hold the surface a lot better, and I think it'll still go with the bike great. But man, look at the finish on that. Let me get on the tips and you guys see, you remember how they look before. I'm all the way up on there, and that looks really good. And here is the second pipe with the second coat. That has the third coat, and it is currently drying, but it looks really good. I'm gonna hit this with one more. And again, fellas, I am impressed with this Raptor 1K flame proof, and it resists 200 It's actually 2,000 Fahrenheit degrees, so it can get pretty hot. The true test is gonna come when we heat these babies up and see if they hold, but for right now, they look super, super good. I'm gonna stick this in the description below so you guys can check it out. Just a cool, inexpensive way to resurface your pipes and make them look good for the summer. I hope you are liking the upgrades. Let's run through what we did to recap the video. You guys see we went with the Arlen Ness grips right there, and man, I think they are blazing. Then we went with the console cover, the custom piece in there, and I thought that really brought the bike out. Love how it brings the blue out with the dark, with the blacked out console right there. I love that contrast with that. And then we're gonna swing over to the pipes that we saved. And man, these pipes look really, really good. I hope you love what I'm doing. I got more footage coming your way. Got the bike already named, so if you put your name in that contest, stay tuned, man. It's definitely going down. Remember, I'm picking the 2 winners of that contest, number 1 and 2. One's gonna get a hoodie, the second's gonna get a t-shirt. So till next time, keep those 2 wheels down. Peace. Yes, sir, the bike is definitely coming together. Got some time to spend out here, but it is definitely coming. Oh my God.